You guys, I know I'm supposed to be doing a review right now, but look at my nephew's truck. It's so cute. Anyways, oh. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love is Blind Season 3, episode whatever this one is. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Alexa's dad has kind of been putting out feelers for Brennan, his lifestyle, his ability to provide for his daughter, because he says, listen, she has a certain lifestyle that she lives by, and she plans on maintaining that.
Travel, food, fun, entertainment, and I just want to make sure that she has somebody that can give her, you know, what she's grown up with.
I grew up with no heat and AC in my house. I've worked my whole life to make sure that's not the case, and I don't want that for myself and my family. I'll work every day, I'll work my ass off to give her the best life that she deserves.
It's giving, you can't sit with us. Yeah, very much mean girl, which is funny because I literally said, Alexa has this mean girl persona about her that's been showing up episode after episode. And this episode, it made so much sense that her family was kind of similar. They were very receptive to Brennan, but I'm like, I don't quite know. Somebody in the comments even said, I think for her, the intrigue is the fact that he's so different from her family, or maybe the people in her network of friends or whatever, but the novelty of that is going to wear off. I agree. I feel like she was here for the stark difference to try something new, but then she's going to realize, like, I kind of like the old. Colleen and Matt meet up with his family, if I'm not mistaken, and basically they talk about how adversity has made them stronger.
We did have a little bit of a conflict.
We had a little tiff. Honestly, he was pretty much done.
Having to have a little bit of an issue and walk through it, kind of bring ourselves out of that low, I think was huge. 3 more weeks to keep learning. So.
Every day is like a new day. It really is. I don't think I'm that good of an actress. I really don't. And so
Because that is the big question.
No, of course.
Is that all because of camera?
I get the kind of, like, you know, hesitations.
Yeah.
I do. The last thing I want to do is hurt that man.
I mean, I don't know if she's putting it on for the camera, but I know that she chose lucky door number 3, and that's only because door number 1 and 2 was shut in her face. So I don't believe the connection she has with Matt, not for 1 second. So then she would be playing it up for the camera then, huh? I'm like contradicting myself. Yeah, no, I just don't believe it. And this whole like, oh, you know, we've been through so much, but we needed to go through the rough patch in order to be better. Like, that rough patch was pretty rough. And clearly through this episode, y'all didn't work through it. Cole brings Zenab to his apartment, and although he's here trying to prove that although he's 25, he's mature, he's grown, he's able to provide and protect and all that jazz, this apartment proves otherwise.
There's like one clean spot.
I can only see down. Oh, it's very you.
It's dirty.
Oh, it doesn't smell bad. That's like a big thing. This is not what our home would be like. But that's the man I love, you guys. So, I mean, I guess I have to just deal.
You know, listen, I'm not going to judge because I am also 26. I understand. Sometimes you just be like, listen, my room looks like depression right now. All right. It's not going to be put together. But like, you went into this process being ready for marriage, supposedly. And these are your living quarters. It's giving frat house. Absolutely not. He starts to talk about his family's disapproval, and he's really upset that their main issue is religion-based rather than like actually getting to know her and then disliking her, you know?
Everything you would ever need to know about me of my childhood. They gave it to me. I couldn't have it until I was 25. I know that deep down inside they love me. I don't question that they love me.
Oh, I don't either.
Clearly, they love me.
Of course they do.
We looked at him, but it's like they can't get over that it's different, that it's an experiment, that we're engaged this quickly, that they didn't get to meet you before we got engaged, that we're living together this fast. I thought relationship with Jesus was supposed to make you love people deeper, not become more religious and more entitled and more self-righteous, and we just can't be around you because you're not who we thought you should be. Like, it's pathetic.
Being raised religious, trust me, I understand. I've seen people where religion is, it has a chokehold on some people out here. And unfortunately, the reality is, like, if you are somebody who doesn't align with those same religious practices anymore, or if you're trying to explore other religions or other denominations in the religion, just all kinds of stuff, you kind of get pushed away or shunned, or there's a saying in the Black church called sat down. That happens a lot. So I'm not surprised that this is happening to him. It is sad though. It's not like the marriage can't go forward if there is no familial support, but it helps if your family has your back. And it's sad. It's sad that at the end of the day, no matter how much they love him, it's because of religious reasons rather than personal. There's your serenade by the rooster outside. I hope you enjoyed throughout this video. Anyways, Bartise's family stops by, and Nancy, listen, homegirl knocked it out the park. Even though the ending was kind of like, I feel like she did a great job.
Like, he just gave me this feeling of we could be best friends forever.
I guess, how do you know it's really love?
I have grown as a man. I feel like a man now.
And I see it.
Like,
you can express yourself.
I can talk now.
I'm not your perfect looking wife because you think that
But you're still attractive in your own right, so don't forget that.
Yeah.
You're very attractive. So you're very beautiful. And you were a hot commodity, I heard.
It's clear to me that even Bartise's family understands, well, maybe the mom and the dad, because the sister, it got a little rough there in the end. They understand that their son might be the one who needs to step it up, because the questions were posed more at him. Are you ready? What are you looking for? Do you think you can provide A, B, C, and D? Whereas Nancy kind of had to interject herself like at certain points because nothing was being posed to her. I feel like if there's one thing about Nancy that we know, this woman is ready for marriage. She is ready for those hard conversations. She's ready for the commitment. She's ready, like, she is ready. Bartise, not so much. The abortion conversation comes up again, and Bartise's sister gets really emotional about the topic.
So to think that, you know, it's able just for them to not be here.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Working with so many children and the struggles that they went through, I can't even imagine. Like, I would cry for hours after work. But if I had a husband that wanted something different, I would be the type to talk about it.
Like I said before, that isn't something that I would personally do under most circumstances, because let's be honest, this world is wicked. But I wish the family had more of an understanding that, like, having children with complications is a task that not everybody can take on. And it has torn families apart and all that stuff. So although you might not believe in eradicating a pregnancy like that, you can kind of understand the perspective that someone is coming from. That doesn't mean you have to agree. Not at all. I still think Nancy did a great job, to be honest with you. And even with Bartise, like, I'm going to be honest, I feel like I still stand by the fact that I think he's a good guy overall. Just maybe like at 30. I think he'll be ready at 30, because 25, no. Raven's family, as we know, refused to attend this whole process, but her friends came. They stepped in for the family. They were like, SK? Really? And I'm looking at them like, yeah, I'm asking the same questions.
I thought you were gonna be maybe taller and like athletic on that sense.
I've heard like Nigerian culture is like super traditional. Like, they usually marry Nigerian women. 8 meals when you get home and all your clothes folded up. Like, she's a career-driven woman. She probably won't be home by the time you get home.
Like, I do think the cultural thing is big for us. I was raised inside of white culture, which I had to warn him. My family is white, and sometimes that comes with some cultural and political ramifications.
So here I was thinking, the family wasn't approving of the experiment. But as I'm listening and I'm hearing things like political ramifications, white culture, it's giving MAGA. It's giving we don't like Black people. It's giving, it's just giving a lot of things that I'm scared for SK. Very much so. On top of that, his financial state doesn't work for Raven or the friends.
Her lifestyle.
And she has clientele out
here. And then for her to get on a flight and fly, it's gonna be a lot for her.
I'm in a pretty secure financial state where I know I'm going to take care of her.
It's just, I'm not sold. I don't know, I'm still kind of skeptical about how this is gonna work.
I just think, you know, she's a beautiful woman and he's just saying yes. Yes, 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 yes.
The thing that annoys me though is the fact that like the friends were saying, oh, I feel like you're robbing our friend of this fairy tale lifestyle that she's supposed to live. I'm sorry. She knew in the pods that he was in school. The only reassurance that she had from him was that he was doing, what is it, civil engineering or something like that. And she just thought, oh, we gonna have money. Yeah, but baby, emphasis on the gonna. And then I know some of the people in the comments are like, well, SK should have been aware of the fact that being in school and being a husband is maybe not the right route to go down. And I agree. I feel like he should have waited until he was out of school. But the reality is he's in this process. He put himself out there for marriage. Somebody said yes, knowing his current circumstances. Nobody was robbed, please. Oh, and another thing. The friends pointed out that SK might just be going along with everything, saying yes, 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 because he sees her beauty and he's like, oh, I would love to have that on my arm. Didn't I? Before this man even saw this woman, I said, I know he's going to go along with everything because of her beauty. And for her, she's going to go along with everything because of his finances. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Run the tapes, because I said it. Alexa meets Brennan's family, and my God, do they not know how to reassure a woman?
Like, I saw forever in him. I didn't just see, like, you know, the right now. He is just the sweetest human being, like, I've ever met. He just has this heart that I've never, like, seen in anyone before.
As a teacher, I look back on it now, and as a mom, I look back on it, and the one thing I want my children to understand is that life is about the goals that you set. What are as a person, what are your goals for the next 5 years?
And I want us to be like parents more than anything. And no matter what like that financially like looks like, I want our kids to have two parents, like not just, you know, not just a mom. I want them to have like a dad too.
He runs, he gets scared, and he never wants to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
But he gets scared.
Brennan, come here. Come. Your family's enemy of progress. Because how is your mother gonna sit there in front of her future daughter-in-law, hopefully, and basically say you cannot protect or provide for her? Who is gonna say for that? If I'm protected and provided for in my father's home, why am I gonna leave that home to come and be financially insecure and emotionally abandoned? Absolutely not. Bartise says that he and Nancy have been having issues since the family meeting, and the sister's disapproval is now emphasizing this lack of physical attraction. I don't know how the two are correlated, but apparently to Bartise they are.
My sister is skeptical about me and Nancy's relationship, and it's diminishing the emotional connection that we developed in the pods. The physical attraction is just not really there for me anymore. And if I'm not craving that attention or energy or like sexual need, I'm not gonna act on it.
I've been sensing that something was off.
So a lot of us have been noticing the fact that Bartise does a lot of physical instruction for Nancy when it comes to affection. So, oh, you better run. Oh, come kiss me. Oh, give me a hug. Lay beside me. Why are you sitting so far? All these kind of things. And I feel like it was an overcompensation. And he's been looking for a way out. Like at the first half of the season, I felt like he was trying to build this attraction that he knew was lacking. And he was like, well, like, kiss me, do this. Like, don't you see that I want you kind of thing? But he has been looking for a way out. And now that his sister is disapproving of this relationship, this is his out. Piss poor, might I add, because what does your sister's disapproval now have to do with your lack of physical attraction? And then throughout this episode, he's going to bring out all these issues that apparently have been prevalent throughout the experiment, but it's only his sister's disapproval that has brought it to the surface. Bartise, I need you to BFFR. The couples meet up, and the common theme, of course, through this season is the lack of physical attraction.
Cole's very attracted to Colleen.
I'm sorry, what?
I know. I was just like, well, you're an attractive guy. But I went to Matt and I was like, hey, like this is how the conversation went, and he blew up.
Colleen then said that he was a cute guy, and in the real world, whatever happens, happens.
I never really got to hear what Colleen said back, and I'm kind of reheated about the entire thing.
You should feel like the baddest,
I know.
and your husband, fiance, should
Be
preach you
making
up
me
to be that woman.
Yeah.
You should. Don't settle for less.
For a second there, I thought Matt was going to make a move on her, you know? I thought he was going to make a pass or something. I would have liked to see where that would have taken it, but whatever. I feel like throughout this process, Zanab has been pretty even-keeled for this specific topic, and I would love to see her give him some smoke, just some. Not too much where it becomes, you know, an abusive relationship, but I would love for her to give him back some smoke because he just has anything at the side of his neck and she just accepts it. And I'm so tired of it. The rejects rejoin the experiment. And although Nancy's going through her issues with Bartise, she gonna stick beside him.
I loved you, goddammit.
But did you though? Did you? I do not regret saying no to you. The one thing that people kept saying about you was like, Andrew's so smart. And I was like, is he? Like, maybe I didn't catch that. He's fading physically from me. I think it just sucks that like the person that I love so much doesn't love me.
Why are you smiling so much? I guess you're both smiling so much. Should I have something to be worried about, you know? I never thought I would feel like defensive, but I do feel defensive here.
I hate that now that Bartise feels like his spot is being threatened by somebody else. He now wants to shower her with the love that he's been neglecting to give her deliberately on top of that. That's very annoying. It's very immature. It's just, I cannot stand Bartise, honestly, at this point. Because, like, how are you going to be insecure about her connecting with somebody else? And they weren't even connecting, to be honest with you. She was doing nothing but supporting y'all's relationship. Like, how now are you going to be upset? And how now are you going to want to be affectionate and all this? No, keep the same energy. Keep ignoring her. Keep not hugging her. Keep not kissing her. Don't be acting up now because Andrew's in the room. Please. Zanab and Matt, I feel like they've been played by Cole and Colleen. And, you know, they have a meeting of the minds. And they're like, oh my gosh, they're two-timing us.
I mean, it really was an innocent conversation.
But it's hard to get over after you're supposed to marry somebody.
Are you kidding me? I poured my heart and soul out to you yesterday, and you're gonna do this to me?
I could have just lied to your face and be like, oh, babe, you're...
Yeah, the honesty has really helped me.
You and I have talked about this extensively. You and I have recounted this situation time and time again on an airplane and in Malibu, and here we are 2 weeks later, and you have a conversation with Matt. Do you see why I'm upset?
Matt and I, we were on the receiving ends of what you felt was appropriate to say, and we both got hurt in that. Do not take away from that.
Go marry Matt.
Go marry Colleen.
With Matt, I feel like because he thinks he's getting played and he's been thinking this for weeks now, he should leave. He should just leave. And the reason is you're now projecting your insecurities on your partner, and that's not fair to them. Because if truly at the end of the day, she's not playing you, she doesn't deserve this. Are you playing me? Are you playing me? What are you guys talking about? It's too much. Stop it. With Zanab, though, I feel like her insecurities have developed because of Cole. This man does not reassure her or assure her in any way. I'm so sorry. Like, he will say things and he'll mean it as a compliment, but it's so backhanded that I'm like, how is a woman supposed to feel loved, desired, admired, adorned by you if you don't really speak a life into her? It's kind of like, well, obviously I chose you, so you must be the best option. Like, yeah, but no, you know, women, we're so complicated, but not really. Bartise, near the end of this episode, is talking about all the issues that he's been having with Nancy. It looks like a tantrum to me.
What made you hurt tonight?
Baby. And I had to tell him, I was like, well, we're struggling with like the physical part of it.
Looks do fucking matter. It's not superficial of me to say. It's human nature of me to say looks fucking matter? The ex, he seems like he's more involved than he really is. Like, how much do you want to tell me? How much do I need to uncover by asking questions? And then it was the abortion and kids thing, and I was like, it was just a lot. It was a lot. I'm just trying to get over everything, but I can only get over so much.
I do agree that there needs to be more compatibility between the two of them, but do not put your incompatibility on this woman. Don't do that. Don't do that. You've been looking for problems, and if you look hard enough, you are going to find them. I'll be damned if Nancy lets this young boy come into her life, ruin it, and leave her destitute. I'm going to be so mad for her, and I hope Steven comes and deals with him. Last but not least, we have Matt, who is very upset at Colleen for not joining him at the apartment and going to a club instead.
Instead of coming back with me, she went to the fucking club. Yeah. Bro, how would you not, you would...
I would be pissed off too, obviously, yeah, but I'm trying to say, like, this is not the end of it. I'm jealous of where you are, bro. You have had no problems with Colleen, the girl that you fucking love, a girl that you found attractive at the day that you fucking were revealed to her, okay? I would pay money to be in the situation you're in, okay?
It's not somebody I want to give my life to, man. It's not. It's not. Right now, there's no fucking way I can marry this woman.
What did I tell y'all about Matt and liquor? Matt and liquor? No bueno. Absolutely not. And who is Bartise? Who is Bartise out here talking about, Matt, you've been looking for issues this whole time. So have you. So have you. Stop the cap. These men, this whole season of people, you know the season is rough if you're rooting for somebody like SK and Raven. I feel like at this point, they're the most authentic couple. Because Alexa and Brennan, absolutely not. I feel like she's going to be sick of that boy very quickly. I mean, right now, she says they're going at it like rabbits. I'm not sure I fully buy that either, but yeah. Oof, this is a painful season, you guys, but we are sticking to it, okay? Okay. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.